Thank you for joining. Appreciate your time. So we'll get started. Hope you all can see my screen. If there is any problem, just type a message in the chat box. All right. So thanks again for joining. I really appreciate your time. We are launching a new service line that's digital marketing. And in that process, we have developed a new website, new everything. And I wanted to reveal this to my clients first, who I have worked with so far, before opening it to the rest of the world. So you are the first audience, and I will. This will be about 50 minutes to 1 hour event, and we plan to have some kind of a meetup or something. We can get into a virtual room, and have a conversation, but looks like technology will not allow us to do that today. And so we'll go with the presentation, and we'll talk about what this show digital marketing is all about. And then we'll have our offer, which will be very highly discounted for this launch, especially for you. So let me get started. So Show Digital Marketing, it's a kind of spin-off of our signature offer that's called Systems for Startups. Some of you may be aware of Systems for Startups, some may not. So I will talk about that Systems for Startups a little bit before jumping into Show Digital Marketing. Welcome again. And this marketing is about, this Show Digital Marketing is about developing, creating key marketing assets which convey your unique story. So what was the need for this offering? Let me talk to you about that first. If you are aware of our Systems for Startups, you might be familiar with this diagram here. If you're not, Systems for Startups is our signature offering. I will walk you through the website first, our website, Sliver Business Services. And here we have ready-to-go systems, particularly for startups. We created our offering. And this Systems for Startups comprises of 3 components: platform, process, and people. Platform, as you might be already knowing, that our recommended platform is Zoho. So Zoho is our technology platform. Then process is a set of 9 processes that we have developed in-house, which are mapped to the different Zoho applications, which kind of give complete picture or complete business automation for business owners. I'm using complete here loosely, but there are a lot of manual activities also that have to be done. But technology permitting, we try to automate business processes as much as possible. And the people is the third component of our Systems for Startups offering. So it was going fine, and in interaction with our customers, we figured that there were times when customers, did not have a good idea about their marketing, particularly when they contacted me and then they said, okay, they have the product, they have everything, their business is running, but they want to market their service, and they needed help from us. And in the process, I met with them, asked the questions, tried to understand their offer, and then I went to their website. So and then ask them, hey, what you do as part of your marketing. And I was told that um they do different things. They sometimes do email marketing. Some people are spending money on SEO. Somebody is trying their hands with YouTube, some social media, Facebook, Instagram. They were all over the place. And I said, yeah, okay, well and fine. And any one marketing should be good enough. But when I asked them, hey, what's your story? What you try to tell your customer? What problem do you solve? Again, they were all over the place. So in that process, I figured that before we even start marketing, we have to have a very good idea about our own product. The business needs to understand its own product or service, and it needs to understand its client, and it needs to be very clear about the message it's sending to the client. It needs to be very clear about the problem it is solving. So without that clarity, I figured that working or helping any customer was um, pointless when it came to helping them with their marketing service. So we automated a lot of their business functions through Zoho, but when we figured that when we tried to understand their offering, so here, which is part of our concept to launch process. If a business does not have a product or service and they have a vague idea, they have just a concept, we take them through concept to launch process and define their product or service. But most of the businesses that we work with, they already have some kind of product or service. So they might have launched it, or they might have done some kind of soft launch, but looking at the product and service, it wasn't very it took me a very long time to understand what they are trying to do and how they are communicating or trying to communicate to their end customers. So that was the beginning of um, this idea called Sure Digital Marketing, which took us down the path of launching Sure Digital Marketing. So if you are not familiar with our systems for startups offering, we have a blog here on our website. Feel free to review that at your leisure. This will give you a very good idea about the essentials of a business, the essential processes of a business. So, for example, this is the blog. It talks in quite detail that our systems for startups offering, which comprises of platform, process, and people. Then each of these 9 processes also have their own blogs, dedicated blogs. So all the blog materials are there. And one of them is concept to launch, and marketing to lead. So our Sure Digital Marketing is the outcome of these 2 processes. It's trying to bridge gaps between these 2 processes, which our customers, many of our customers had, the gap they had. So talking a little bit about these 9 processes, the master process is incorporate to dissolve, which is basically any corporation-related legal paperwork that a business has to do on annual basis to maintain their LLC or C Corp or S Corp, all the paperwork. So within that framework exists the business and its operations. And what are those operations? So first is concept to launch. Business needs to have a very good idea about its product, from the concept to the finished outline of their product or service. They could have multiple products or service. So if they want to introduce a new product or service, they have to go through this cycle, concept to launch. And then they have to take ingredients or procure services or raw material for their product or service, and they have to deal with the vendors, and that vendor management is procure to pay process. Now, a business has a product or service, they have to market that product to generate leads. Lead is not good enough. Lead has to be converted into an opportunity. Opportunity has to be nurtured further for it to become an order. Order has to be fulfilled for you to receive cash. Once you have a customer, you have to sustain the customer and retain them. It's never that you have one off. You want to have one off customer. If you have customers and your product or service is an ongoing in nature, they will have issues. Customer will have issues. You have to have a process to resolve the issue. And then to run your business operations, you need to hire employees and manage them till they retire or they exit. What about the financials? You have to record and report the financials, payments from customer, payments to vendors, salaries to employees, all that. So these 9 processes essentially covers, entire business life cycle, from incorporation to dissolution of the business. So this is the idea behind or the summary of Systems for Startups offering, at least the process part. And once a business systemizes, they'll be able to run their operations smoothly. But we figured that in the very first step itself, the concept to launch and the marketing to lead lied the problem, when we interacted with the customers. So we gave them advice as to how to do their marketing, how to make their messaging clear and things like that. And in that process, we helped customers create blogs, write blogs for them. We helped customers create YouTube videos. We helped them do email marketing, so create social media posts. So all these kind of, we in a fragmented manner, we service different clients, apart from implementing Zoho for them. And in that process, we learned something unique ourselves and figured that there is definitely something that every business needs, and that is, key marketing assets. Every business needs to have marketing assets. This is like a digital real estate they need to have. And I'll go in detail about this digital real estate in the subsequent slides. But this is the genesis of Sure Digital Marketing, and it's a division of Sliver Business Services. Now, as I mentioned, there is a need for market communication. Market communication has to be, effective. It needs to be clear, coherent, and consistent. So, without that clarity, business won't be able to communicate about their product or service clearly, and they often fail. They are not able to fully realize their potential because of that. So Sure Digital Marketing is about market communication, not the actual communicating part, but crafting the story of what that you want to communicate, crafting the assets that business wants to communicate. So we are about that, crafting the assets and creating story. So and the challenge is any business, small business especially startup, lacks the necessary knowledge and resources for seamless and effective introduction of its offering to the market. This is the challenge. While the problem statement is the effective market communication, the challenge is, they are all over the place when it comes to communicating their message or story to the market. So with Sure Digital Marketing, we plan to solve that problem, and that service we call as Sure Way. The Sure Way is the service, and that solution is basically the key marketing assets that are important for any business. This is the bare minimum in this digital online world, and we'll also have a process to use those assets. So assets and process is what the Sureway of service offer is about. Uh, so again, why they need these assets? They basically need to convey their story, the story of their brand or product or service, in a clear, coherent, and consistent manner. There has to be clarity in messaging. Coherence means there has to be the message has to be logical. It has to appeal to the senses of the customer. It has to appear to solve the problem of the potentially solve the problem of the customer, and it has to be consistent. By consistency, I mean the message has to be consistent across channels, whether it's email or social media or YouTube video or a flyer or an ebook. The message has to be consistent. Like that creates the brand. It's not just the logo. Logo is just one aspect, one asset item that you try to keep it consistent across your artifacts. Similarly, your message has to be consistent across. That helps ingrain the message in the customer's mind. So what are those key marketing assets? These are the 8 we have identified, which are key to any business. There could be many others, but these are the key 8 assets that we um, promote and propose to develop for our customers. And these are effective. And these are like different ways of touching base with the customer, potential customer. So we'll go into these 8 one by one, and then we'll talk about the process also, how to use these assets in effective manner. Now, first and foremost, a blog. A blog is not an essay that lies on your website. It has to be about your business. It has to be about your product or service. It has to be about the problem that you are solving. Very comprehensive document. At least the first blog, or the master blog we would call it, has to be a comprehensive document about or a story about the problem that you are solving, the features of your of your service or product, and the benefit that the customer garners from your service or product. So it has to be a comprehensive essay of your business's signature offer. So once that blog is ready, you can publish it on your website or some industry sites, or industry channels, magazines, etc. But at bare minimum, it has to be on your website. So because it's an articulation of the topics related to your industry, the product and service, the problems that customer is facing, how you solve it. It positions you as a thought leader. It can answer common queries and issues, and establish you as authority in your area. So that's blog was number 1. And then you need to have social media posts, couple of them at least, to promote your blog to on social media. Once you have a blog, it's sitting idle on your website, but now it needs to be announced to the world. Social media is an effective channel to announce your product or service. So you can link your blog to your social media post, so that way traffic comes to your website. People will read your blog and get curious about what you are doing, and what you do, and who you are, and things like that. And it gives you a way to engage with your audience. So it's a one way of humanizing your brand. So So after website, social media is number two place where you need to your business must exist. Then the traditional marketing flyer. We had paper flyer in the past, but now we had to have a digital flyer. Uh, there's no need to emphasize its importance. Everybody knows what it is, and uh, it serves as a tangible, eye-catching tool to convey key messages of your product or service. If you want to give an overview of your who you are, what you do uh, in a short paragraph, then flyer is the way to go. It has to be, visually appealing for memorable impact, and it's still an effective way. You can, create a digital flyer and print it and email, snail mail to your customers. That's also a very viable way of marketing even today. So marketing flyer, whether digital or paper, is an important aspect. So which you might already be familiar with. Now, webinar. So webinar is the modern way of reaching out to prospects, especially post-COVID era, because now things are online. Not that it wasn't online in the past, but the adoption is more now in last 2 years, 3 years. And webinar is a way to, catch audience, get audience and their attention, uh, of, or engagement, more than attention, their engagement to your business. So, and a webinar could last from 30 minutes to 1 hour, sometimes more, longer also. It could be in a workshop format. It could be in a short presentation format. It's basically a audio visual way of reaching out to your customer. Earlier, salespeople used to go and do presentations at client side, but now with online tools, we can do webinar over Zoom or any online meeting software. So it's a interactive way and a personal way of engaging with the customer without actually traveling to the client site. So and moreover, webinars can be recorded, and it can be an on-demand content for those who could not attend live. So once you have recorded, you can put it on YouTube, and that becomes a traffic generator for your website or your business. So it has many uses. Now, ebook. This is a very powerful way of establishing your authority and uh, you know uh, and collecting emails from your prospects. So if you already have people's name and address, well and fine. If you don't have, if you are trying to promote something online, ebook is a very good way of collecting emails by giving it away for free. You can, if usually, people, like if they post it on Amazon for 99 cents, or just it could be downloadable from their website for free in exchange of their name and email address, and possibly phone number as well. So once you have the email and name, you can nurture the lead. So so ebook acts as a lead magnet. Lead magnet in the sense that, as the name implies, it can attract leads. It can attract leads. So we must make sure that ebook is attractive, and it is true to your business's purpose. So whatever purpose your business is, whatever it does, it has to have a perspective on your industry, on your business, and it should add value to the customer. So customer gets excited about learning more about your business, contacts you, and agrees to have a dialogue with you. So ebook is another asset. Next, sales deck. So in traditional services, salespeople go to customer site and do the presentation. Nowadays they do it online, and for that they need to have presentation which talks about their business, who they are, the products and services, the pricing, and the testimonials. All that goes into sales deck. So this has to be handy as well. So it's an important it's a traditional tool, but it's no less important in digital era. So where especially when you have Salesforce sales team helping you promote your business, they can some businesses can do with just a flyer, or they can give away a printed copy of ebook to the customer. And if customer gives time, a deck can be presented. A sales deck or pitch deck is another name for this, is pitch deck, can be presented to customer. So depending on how much time you get from your customer, either a flyer or an ebook or a sales deck will be your marketing asset. YouTube video. Um, YouTube video is, it creates permanent asset for you. Once you have created a video, put it on YouTube, it's an asset which um, which gives you returns over next several years. People looking for your services, searching using certain keywords, might get into land onto your video, and they would uh, be interested to know more. They'll come to your website and may contact you. So it's like time tested. Now YouTube is what, 20 years old, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Uh, we can find videos which are like 17, 18 years old on YouTube, and they still generate traffic for their owners if they are still in business. So it's a time tested and long term, an asset that gives you long term returns. So the videos have to be engaging. It could be about your product service, or you can share your customers success story, or some behind the scene glimpse of your business. It could be you can go creative with the YouTube videos. There is no standard format. There are some do's and don'ts. There are some ways to get attract traffic and get attention, but this has a very wide you can create YouTube videos in a wide variety of ways. It could be just clips, or it could be entire webinar, workshop, or just a promotional video. Now, finally, landing page is a key marketing asset. Landing page is very much like a web page, but it is different from a web page is because the sole purpose of landing page is to get single action from your customer, one action. Web page has a list of your different services. It has an about page, it has contact page, but landing page is just one page. The sole purpose of landing page is to get one action from the customer. That action could be anything. The action could be to get email of your customer in exchange of an ebook or something like that. It could be the action could be a purchase button. Click on a purchase button and customer buying some product or service from your page. So it's a single purpose page, which the whole purpose of that landing page is to attract customers' attention and make them take action. There has to be a clear call to action on your landing page. So these eight assets are the key assets. So landing page, especially, it's for converting visitors into customers. That's the sole purpose. of landing page, and it has to be optimized for user experience, and uh, it has to ensure that customer uh, takes the journey from interest to action. So these eight uh, marketing assets have to be consistent. They all have to be aligned. They all have to have a single look and feel, a single clear message. They all have to convey. Clarity, coherence, and consistency is very, very important. Uh, so when we create landing page, it has to be optimized for different formats. If be it tablet or phone or laptop. So the point is, consistency in user experience. So uh, these eight assets, how do we use these marketing assets? We have a eight-step process for that. So step number one, you write a blog on industry's key issues. Blog, as I mentioned, is a comprehensive account of your business, why it exists, what it offers, what problem it solves, what benefits customers get, all that. It's a comprehensive document. You publish the link to your blog on social media and try to generate traffic to your website. For that, you have to use call to action to attract prospects to your website or landing page. Then on the landing page, you'll play a YouTube video about your solution to the key issues, and you offer them a free ebook. That ebook doesn't have to be a very specific solution. It could be generic solution also. But the goal of that ebook is to get the email of the prospect in exchange. Once you have the email, you send the flyer of your business, and you employ other methods to nurture the lead. So you send them emails from time to time, talking about your service, talking about the business problems that you solve, all that stuff. Once the customer gets interested, he books an appointment with you. You make a sales presentation, and in the form of that presentation could be in the form of a webinar. So there is no hard and fast rule what a webinar is, but a sales presentation could be used as a webinar in future, a recorded webinar in future. So once you do the presentation to your prospect, you further nurture the lead and provide valuable insights until they become customer. So these are the different touch points, and how you will use your digital marketing assets, which convey your story in a unique way, your unique story in clear, coherent, and consistent manner. So now I will give you examples now. Proof is in the pudding. So what are the examples of all this? So this is the Sure Digital Marketing website, sureways.com. If you want to go, type sureways, WAYZ.com on your browser, you'll come here. And this is our website come landing page. It's just single page website. We haven't connected it to our master website, Sliver Business Services, but by this weekend, it will be you'll be able to go to Sureways from sliverusa.com as well. Now it has the blog, and so this gives an example of blog. Key marketing assets that every business needs to convey their story. So this is the blog about the service that Sure Digital Marketing offers. This is a comprehensive blog. So here we talk about, let me increase the font here. So we talk about the vehicle to convey the message, basically the assets. So we talk about blogs, social media posts, marketing flyer, ebook, webinar, sales deck, YouTube video, landing page. Then we talk about the 8-step process, and so that way we summarize in this blog what the Sure Way offering is, and of course our contact details and all that is there. So this is the example of a blog which is created for Sure Digital Marketing. So to help promote your business the Sure Way, and the message is we craft key marketing assets that convey your story. So in nutshell, this is what the Sure Way is about. We craft key marketing assets. You can do it yourself. We are just providing a template here. The template is about having a website or web page like this, a blog like this, of course a book now button, calendar. You must have a calendar button so that they can book time on your calendar, or you provide them contact details in the bottom. And it talks about what we do, and it has a YouTube video. At this moment it's a launch video, but we also have our regular product and service details video, which will be posted next week. It's already there on YouTube. And then it talks about digital magnetism, and what we help you with. Basically, we help you build digital magnetism so you can attract your leads, your prospects and customers. And then it talks about digital marketing assets, the 8 assets that I talked about. And if you click on any of these, it gives you samples. Like blog takes you to the blog page. Social media post, if you click on it, it takes you to our social media post that we had created for the launch of this service, announcing it from launch to lasting service. This was our announcement, and with the link to our website and our launch video, everything. So this is an example of that. Then we have a marketing flyer. So the marketing flyer is about our service and the process, 8-step process that I had just explained. It talks about standard and premium service of this offering. And then it talks about, on the second page, it talks about the key marketing assets and how we deliver the service to you. If you decide to sign up for the service, how we deliver. You fill out an intake form. We have a call to discuss your service. We develop a service blog. You review the blog and approve it. We work on the remaining artifacts. You review and accept the delivery. So all this is explained in the flyer. So then a webinar. So webinar, we don't have a recorded one yet, but most likely this presentation or parts of this presentation will be used as webinar. We have other more concise webinars as well, which are being developed. And then we have ebook. So ebook, you have to provide your name as I had mentioned. So the purpose of ebook is to generate leads. So somebody has to enter their email to be able to get to it, and they get a 16-page booklet which talks about digital marketing and how to go about it. It talks about building digital magnetism in their business, the key marketing assets. Then it describes each of the 8 assets that I just covered, and then everything and the process. So as you see, the point here is, we kept everything consistent. Everything, every asset is consistent. Now, sales deck, the presentation that I just did is kind of, not exactly sales deck, but that's more of a webinar deck. But sales deck would be very similar to the webinar deck as well. And then the YouTube video, if you click on this, it takes you to a YouTube video. It's a 2-minute video which talks about digital marketing. So So it's basically, the goal is to keep everything consistent. And the landing page, of course, is the landing page. And we also have explained the process here, uh, and why you should choose us, our work, and things like that, and the pricing. And people can click here and purchase the software. Sorry, service. Purchase our service, or they want to learn more. They can book an appointment by scheduling meeting with us. So basically, we have created a template for business, and explain how to go about marketing. As a business owner, you might already be doing business, uh, and promoting your services and products. But hopefully, this will give you some idea about or the importance of why your message has to be consistent across your digital marketing assets, and what are the important ones. And and you can create them yourself with your own team. But if you need professional help, we'll be happy to help. And we have uh, two packages. One is standard and one is premium. And uh, standard comes with services blogs, social media posts, one-page flyer, and email series set up in Zoho, or any other software that you're using. I think most of you use Zoho. And the premium one, the standard price is 5,200, but we are offering discount now. It will be $1,000 discount. It's for 4,200. All standard services plus YouTube video will create a landing page for you. We'll also create a downloadable lead magnet. It is an ebook that we will create. So that's a bonus. So services blog, social media post, a flyer, email series in Zoho, YouTube video, landing page, downloadable lead magnet. These are the digital assets we can help you create if you decide to go with us. Currently we are offering the launch discount, which is, we are taking $1,000 off of this 5,200 price tag. But in fact, especially for those who have attended the call today, the webinar today, we are taking further 500 off. So this premium package is being offered at $3,700. You'll get all these things mentioned here on this page for $3,700. And it's one-time investment. We'll create this in about 4 weeks. 2 weeks is to get the draft ready, and remaining 2 weeks for further refinement. So you'll get blog, social media post, marketing flyer, landing page, ebook, YouTube video. How we'll start? We can send you, if you are ready, if you purchase it from our website, we will send you a link to a intake form. It's an online form. You'll fill out that form. There are some information that we need about your product, service, business, and all. You'll fill out that form, and then we'll schedule a call with you to discuss what you have filled out in the form. Once we understand what your business or this product or particular product or service that you are trying to market, we will create a comprehensive blog on that topic or product or service. You'll review that blog and approve that, yes, this is my story. This is the story I want to convey. Once you approve, we'll take that story and create all the remaining artifacts. Your social media post, the flyer, the landing page, the ebook, YouTube video, everything we'll create. It will have the same look and feels, very similar branding, similar messaging, consistency, so that from multiple ways that you take this, your story to your customer, it will crystallize in their head. They will get ingrained in their head, and they will understand, they will know who you are, what you are trying to do. And that's when the magic happens, that's when the business happens, that's when the customer purchases a product or service. So finally you'll review and accept the delivery. So that's how we deliver. So basically this is sure digital marketing that we are very excited about. We want to be able to help whichever way we can promote your business. The actual promotion, that is something that you will do, your business will do. We are only creating digital assets, which is which you can use many ways again and again. For next several years, you should be able to use these assets. At least 2 to 3 years you should be able to use, or even beyond. And so brings that concludes my presentation, brings to the end of the conversation. We still have few minutes left. We plan till 4:30. Thanks for patiently listening. If you have any questions, feel free to type in. And if you want to ask a question, just raise your hand. I will enable the microphone. So either way, you type your question or raise your hand for microphone. So yeah, the price today is 3,700. So it's open to all those who have attended the webinar today, and it will be available through this Saturday. For this weekend only it is. Otherwise, our regular price will be, at least this launch month, would be 4,200. But till this weekend, it will be available for 3,700. Yeah. Anyone has any other question? So for actually, we create only one YouTube video. One YouTube video you need. We have created two videos. It's on our YouTube channel, Systems for Startups YouTube channel. One is a launch. One video is about launch of the service. One is about actually the service. So we have two videos, but you will be getting a video about your product or service or business. If you are launching a new business or service, we can talk about it if you need two videos. Yeah, the email series is for Zoho. So we may or may not know other software services. I believe you use Constant Contact. It's not difficult to set it up in Constant Contact. You should be able to do it yourself, but if you really need our help, we can help you with Constant Contact. But it should be very straightforward. But I would rather have you switch over to Zoho Campaigns or Zoho Marketing Automation. Your lead magnet, I can send you a copy, or in fact, you can download it from our website. It's every single item is available for you, to follow and copy. You can do it yourself. It's just that business owners are busy with other things. You need to focus on your own operations. So we are here to help you with that, and that's what the service we are offering. But this is something you can very much do it yourself if you have time. Yeah, so all items are linked here. Only for two we don't have link, that webinar and sales deck. Which webinar we will create a link shortly, and sales deck, maybe the presentation that we have just covered, we'll link that here. So yeah, sales deck is we are not we may not have uh, typical sales deck, but I think it makes sense for us also to have a sales deck for at least to show you as an example. So we'll um, have one for our business, and that will provide that as a example here as well. Yeah, no, that's a good question. I like that. Um, so yeah, so let's see. There is no magic to it here. What I figured, we in last 4 years of our own business, that um, the messaging is very important. So the tagline is very simple. We craft key marketing assets. The focus is on key marketing assets that convey your story. People have not been able to tell me their story, their business's story, and that's because there is no story. Uh, they have a vague idea, they have a concept, they think they are solving the customer's problem, and in all likelihood they are solving. But uh, the smooth they, I I seldom find an elevator pitch from the customers. So uh, we help them craft an elevator pitch in the form of marketing assets. Is a It's an elevator pitch is not typical 15-second elevator pitch, but it's a messaging that's comes out audio visually from the various digital marketing assets that we create for our customers. So if you go and check any of these assets, there will be a consistency, there will be a clear message, there will be a call to action. So that's all this is about. Check the flyer. It's all about the key marketing assets, the process, and how we deliver. Go to ebook. It will be about, it adds basically value. The ebook is about adding value to the customer. It helps customer understand what digital magnetism is, and what are the key assets they need to have, and what the process should be for their marketing. Once these assets are ready, people can spend money on SEO or YouTube paid advertisement, Facebook paid advertisement, mass email marketing. They can buy contact list and send emails or flyers to them. They can do all that, but uh, the starting point is to have marketing assets which tell your story. That's what Sure Digital Marketing is about. We help you build your story through these assets. So that was the launch of Sure Digital Marketing today. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you all joining. As many people excuse themselves, they could not join because they are traveling, or they are got busy with something else. But those who have joined, you will have Starbucks gift card from us by this weekend. And if you are interested in purchasing the service, just let me know, and I will send you a coupon code which will take $500 off $500 more off from this price. And this is available only for this week until Saturday. So with that, I sign off. I really appreciate you joining this webinar, launch webinar. Thanks all. Bye now.